Hey people, Intro here, Preview 3, Hades Wastes, Blue Team. Angel is a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist, infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support alongside Broodwich with a Farseer, support hero fighting in melee, some powerful buffs and control abilities. We have the Exodite's elite scheme here, just threw Guide up on his Guardians. And Banshee's coming out too alongside, and rounding off this team is IskNorthen with a Plague Champion. Starts off with a damage of a time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some strong utility and support, can also repair. The red team, Claw is another Plague Champion on the opposite side of the map. We have Berserk alongside with a Force Commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee, can also tank, disrupt and support. And rounding off the teams, kesuga7 with a Brother Captain, a durable hero, walk through objects, cannot be suppressed, with powerful offense and support, fighting in melee, getting up to the natural VP. Took them a while. I guess the Stormtroopers were doing something else. Triple Stormtroopers up for kesuga7. Force Commander trying to chase down the Banshees, but they got knocked down on all three Tactical Marines, and now they're being power melee chopped on retreat. It's not good for those poor Tacs. Now the Banshees are running off. Can the Force Commander get a model? Yes, he can. Stormtrooper trying to burst down the Farseer. She might get a special. No special. Kills one and then runs. The Guardians got out safely. They're back at base. Double termagants here for Angel. And the Lictor Alpha gets the VP. What have we got here then for Claw? Double CSM up for Claw. Other fellas making their way forward. There's some Nurgle worship. No need to push. But the Lictor Alpha is going to be forcing the issue here, I think. With a flesh hook, perhaps. There it is. Hormagaunt's coming in. Double termagant shooting him too. Look how quickly the Plague Champion gets in trouble there. Flesh hook is a bad deal for that guy. He can get the fetid armor. And as soon as he gets flesh hooked and gets in trouble, he can pop Unholy Stench. And then just kind of walk away because everything's suppressed. Could also get the Armor of Pestilence, of course, in Tier 2, which means he can't be dragged around. Broodwich with a guarding weapon team on the field. Shuriken Cannon east side. Double CSM also for IskNorthen other side of the map. We have Strat Squad for kesuga7. Some grenades up for those Stormtroopers. They have their sergeants in the mid. Meanwhile, Guardians backing off. Here comes the Farseer. I don't think they can approach this super well. Those CSM here and attacks and shotgun scouts. So Broodwich needs to be careful. Sets up the Shuriken. Locks down the Force Commander. He's going to get in trouble now. Did not use Guide on the Shuriken there. I guess they're saving it for a larger engagement. Here's some CSM in support of the Eldar, both with Eternal War on them. 20% more damage to melee and ranged attacks. You can tell from that Chaos insignia around their weapons. Here comes a push now from Kesuga, maybe. No, looks like he's doubling back to stack on the mid. Here come the Tyranids now. All three blue players here. Scouts got wrecked. Banshee's going in alongside the Farseer. There's a good shotgun blast. But watch out for those grenades as well. We did not see the grenades there. Banshee's got messed up though. There's a grenade from the Guardians. Broodwich off the field. Are they? Where's the Shuriken? I was there. Keeping those CSM at bay, I suppose. Strike Squad in on the Lictor Alpha. Brother Captain sends him flying. He needs to flee. We don't have toxin sacks up for the termagants. So they could not slow anything down there. A little bit of a flank by IskNorthen. Those Eternal War CSM gets a decap on the VP. Heretics don't have their aspiring champions. They're going to be very, very vulnerable to any kind of targeted, focused fire. The aspiring champion is on the way though. Gets in there as they retreat. Well played, IskNorthen. Got the cat, did some damage, gets out, stays in play with double CSM and the Plague Champion, and he's got Mucus Discharge up. That was a Barb Strangler shot, suppressing the Plague Champion of IskNorthen, no, of Claw, sorry. Fetid armor is in. And the west side turning red. 482, 404 players starting to think about their Tier 2s. Guide up on those Guardians there. Noise Marines maybe for IskNorthen, cancels it. Early Tier 2 Blood Crusher could do some work. They're going triple CSM. Not sure what's going on there. Assault Squad up for Berserk. Who goes triple CSM by choice? Here comes some Heretics. Smack up the Farseer a bit, but she's going to be okay. Banshee's looking for an approach with Aspect of Strength. They're going to get in on the CSM, and these guys don't have Eternal War for Claw. Neither of them. Got some support, though, from Berserk. Assault Squad jumping in. Banshee's going to have a bit of a dicey retreat there through some melee. But they're alright. Lictor Alpha grabbing the west side back. No war gear for them. Raptors on the way for Claw. And it is indeed triple CSM for IskNorthen. Grenade goes in on these fellas. That's that no fuse grenade that these guys have. Doesn't do as much damage as the scout frag grenade, for example. But we've got that instant fuse. It's pretty damn useful. Shotgun blast on Lictor Alpha gets him out of there. Suppressed Assault Squad now, and they can't jump. There's a grenade set up by the suppression. Gets a good hit. And they get a model, though. They cannot get a model, apparently. Tries to suppress the Force Commander, but they miss him. Battle cries going off. Get those special attacks and also inspiration around him. It's worn off now, though. Nice grenade on the Guardians from the scouts there. Force Commander still going. Takes out a Warrior Brood. Backed up here by Claw. Looks like red team. Oh, maybe not. I was going to say, looks like red team are going to take the Western VP. Yeah, they should be able to. Former Gaunts can't do much on their own. Here come the Eldar again, though. Broodwich. Oh, lost the Shuriken. Didn't get away, I guess. I guess they shot it down afterwards. Raptors coming in. Broodwich gets the tier 2. I'm sure they'd love a Wraith Lord over there right about now. Lictor Alpha. Angel also goes tier 2. It's Dark Creepers on the way for Broodwich. Meanwhile, Northeast has turned red. A bunch of heretics died, but the aspiring champion gets away, which is the only thing that matters. And they bash the power too, IskNorthen. And there's triple Eternal War Chaos Space Marines. Look at the damage to that brother captain. Holy crap. That was pretty nuts. Assault Squad. Not going to go for a jump to kill some retreating fellas, it seems. Scout trying to cap. There we go. And they all have their sergeants going, these stormtroopers. Dark Creepers are up for a Broodwich. Anti-heavy infantry squad with Inferno PvP damage on those Reaper launchers that they have. And their Exarch is in there now. And with Guide from the Farseer, you can combine it with Doom maybe to really pump out some damage. Puts Guide up on the Guardians though. Well, they do have their Exarch. They can pack a punch. 468 to 265 on the VPs. Decent VP lead for the blue team actually. Venom Brood now for Angel to get that ranged synapse up and dissuade any vehicles to appear, I guess. Stormtroopers take the mid and gets shot up a bit. Scouts skulking around looking for a grenade opportunity. We have Marco Zinch CSM on the way for IskNorthen. All three of them. That's going to be a lot of damage. Especially alongside those Dark Reapers. Red team had a full power on this eastern edge contested. Bash the node. They're going to try and steal it. They might try to steal it. They're blobbing up quite a lot here. Can they take advantage of this? Or maybe the Force Commander can. He's getting a teleporter pack. Already has the Thunderhammer in play. Going to get in there and disrupt them all. Brother Captain with no war gear whatsoever. On the other side of the map, Tyranids getting their power pushed thanks to Claw. Raptors are in there. Oh, where's the Touch of Nurgle? It's a great place to use Touch of Nurgle. Are the Raptors going to go down? They do go down. Oh, they don't have the red for it. Oh, maybe they did. Maybe they tried to use it on them and it was too late because they got no red now. Claw. I think that's maybe what happened. I think they tried to pop it a bit too late. Maybe they were waiting for the red. That's why it took so long to get up. Assault Squad. Buffed by the Force Commander's battle cry. They got their Sergeant in play too. Yeah, it might be difficult for IskNorthen to make this work with Assault Marines and a teleporting Force Commander to get in the back lines like this. Might need to get that fetid armor up himself, IskNorthen. I think that'd be really useful actually. Take out one of the Assault Marines. Take out two of the Assault Marines, not the Sergeant though. Yeah, when these guys can plant their feet and start shooting, they're going to rip through any heavy infantry. This bad news for the Force Commander. He's going to take a bunch of damage too. They got those demonic plasma guns on the aspiring champions. Claw with Chosen Plague Marines now. They got some Gravity Blade, Levitation Field stuff going on. Autarchs in here too. Runes of Reaping up. Those Tacks are in a bad spot. Horse Commander trying to help him out, but he's quite low himself. And here come those Mark of Tzeentch fellas. Took out a Tactical Marine in a second. And they can get through onto the VP again. Meanwhile, west side, I'm hearing Tyranids yell. There's those Chosen Plague Marines, unique to the Plague Champion. And there's Nurgle's Rot. Will create zombies on anything they kill. There it is. And these guys explode on death, healing themselves, allies, and damaging enemies. So you basically want to stop them getting in your face. Do they not have... They have Toxin Sacks. So they should be able to slow them down pretty well. Meanwhile, blue team are indeed grabbing the natural VP of the red team. Triple Mark with Tzeentch CSM. Make short work of those Stormtroopers. There's only 2 of them firing. Where's the Plague Champion? Oh, it's gone to the eastern side to get the wreck point. Assault Squad getting in there. There's a teleporting Force Commander too. Brother Captain, meanwhile, still no war gear. He used to have a teleporter, that guy, as well, when the Grey Knights were, or the Ordo Malleus were first introduced. Which he had for a while. Banshees get some good disruption there. Here's the Plague Champion of IskNorthen, hits level 2. Force Commander sprinting after those CSM. Does have Artificer armor, not Alacrity. That was just a melee charge, I guess. Stormtroopers dodged the grenade. I think Bulwark on the Brother Captain to support the Assault Squad, or just throw up on the Force Commander would be pretty useful. I'm a big fan of Bulwark though, and Battle Rights. Love me some Battle Rights in a 3v3. Land Raider Crusader on the way for kesuga7. 410 to 176 on the VPs. Single cap for blue. What's going on west side? Tyranids making a move. They got a Capillary Tower up. Formagaunt's getting stuck in there. They've done well. Haven't quite leveled yet though. I think some Havocs would be good for Claw. Anything else for the Plague? Oh, Plague Champion's fully kitted now. Plague Fist, Armor of Pestilence, and Icon of Nurgle. That should do well for Claw against those Tyranids. Do really well. CSM trying to get into melee with the Warrior Bruiser. They can't fight a Barbed Strangler, but they already fired it. Chosen Plague Marines getting in there too. There's the Crippling Poison. They've both used it now though. Hormagaunt's got the cap meanwhile. Not sure this is enough to push. I mean, if the Chosen Plague Marines can pop a good Nurgle's Rot and then you give them Touch of Nurgle or something, they could do a huge amount of work. Here comes some support. Assault Squad and a teleporting Force Command. Well played, Berserk. Got some Stern Guard veterans somewhere too. Tyranids out of there. Red team will take the west side back, but they really need it quick. Down under 150 VPs. And Broodwich is here to support. There's a tier 3 for Broodwich actually. Only Claw and Berserk still in tier 2. What about that Eastern Power? I see the red team taking it back. Not sure how long the blue team had it for over there. Force Commander doing some good work, doing his thing. Needs to get out though. Level 3. Gets out safely, I think, unless there's a really good grenade. No grenade attempted. Here comes that Plague Champion. Icon of Nurgle passively damaging nearby enemies, which is also something that the Chosen Plague Marines do. That was a relatively recent change for the Chosen Plague Marines. Is it 2981 they got that? Where they get that damage over time is so good. Here's your Land Raider Crusader then. Hurricane Bolters. Multi-Melter. Twin Linked Assault Cannon. Venom Brooder getting some good shots in though, eh? What do you got, Mr. Lictor Alpha? They have Toxin Miasma to debuff on hit, also do damage over time, and Adrenal Gland is just for more stuff, more health regen, more energy regen. What can you say no? How can you say no? Chosen Plague Marines leveled yet? No. Carnifex on the way for Angel. Just touching the power a bit, don't want to overcommit to it though. Here come the Tyranids, they are sure committing. Got some Broodwich support with the Farseer running in. And look at the zombies though from Nurgle's Rot. Got some Nurgle worship there too. There is a levitation field. Could only grab 3 models with it, I think. Carnifex is up and has Venom Cannon up already. to shoot the Land Raider Crusader down, I guess. 336 to 137. There's the tier 3s now for Claw and Berserk. Time field thrown in by the Farseer before she left. And she makes it out. One of the chosen Plague Marines blew up. Maybe they could get a Nurgle Shrine back here. Where are those Stern Guard? Are they there? Yeah, they're up on the VP. Double cap now for red team. The comeback is on. They've stacked up quite heavily on this west side. And their allies got through to the blue team's natural. It's a double cap. And I think it's going to be a triple. I don't see much blue stuff there to defend. Let's have a quick look. Yep, Crusader's sitting there. Brother Captain, still no war gear. He's almost level 3 though. I mean, he's a big fellow with a sword. He's still pretty damn useful. And we are the hammers always there to use. Crippling Poison on the Force Commander. Now goes after the Venom Brood. And Plague Champion's in there mixing it up. I mean, you've got to invest a lot in this build, but it's so fun to use. And it's pretty damn effective. For the Emperor on those Stern Guard there. They're using their Kraken Bolts. Not sure what... Oh, they're probably targeting the Venom Brood and stuff. 235 to 137. Meanwhile... Oh, hey. A Land Raider Phobos for IskNorthen. Much more of an anti-vehicle variant with las cannons on the side sponsors, twin-linked heavy bolter, and a storm bolter on top. Also, the Dirge Caster. Doesn't have any support abilities, though. But it does count as a demon, so you can worship that big old thing and get some great benefits, which is cool. Great change, I think that was. 200 to 137. Plague Champion mixing it up, still runs away in the end, just damaging stuff as he retreats because of the Icon of Nurgle. Look at the damage to those Hormagaunts. Pretty awesome. Oh, hey, Paladins. You have Paladins on the field for kesuga7. Unique to the Brother Captain. Big problem, those guys. Thunder Hammers. No, some is Nemesis Demon Hammers, sorry. And some Grey Knight Striker stuff going on. Carnifex is going to get tied up by Paladins, I think. Venom Brood getting shots on the Land Raider. It is getting a lot of repairs, though. Here come the Paladins. Very, very tough to deal with sometimes. What can they do? I mean, they have Time Field. Lictor Alpha can't terrify them. Plague Champion could get the Bile Spew, which is a great tool to have against Terminator variants. And just dangerous melee infantry in general. They got some Loyalist Terminators there as well for Berserk. With Assault Cannon. This is a dangerous move for IskNorthen. That Phobos is really far forward and very easily isolated here, I think. Meanwhile, the Plague Champion's on that VP, though. 170 to 137. Terminator teleporting for a Power Fist smack. And they get Dirge casted. Stun stuff momentarily and then debuffs the damage. Paladin's on the chase now. I don't see any for the Emperor or Mind Blade buffs, though. Doing some decent damage. 170 to 125. Land Raider Phobos on the way now for Claw. Crusader's trying to chase as well. Needs to get pretty close to use that Multi-Melter, though. Brother Captain in on the Carnifex, so can't fire that Venom Cannon. I think the Phobos is going to be alright, I think. Where's the CSM? Where the heck are the CSM? Are they inside of it? Oh, they were inside of it. There's the Holy Grounds. Look at the damage from the CSM. I expected them to jump out earlier to start shooting, but I guess they want to get in a safe place first. Did drop a model. They can reinforce off the Crusader. Meanwhile, west side, Tyranids are through and bashing power. That Bioplasma going in. Fire Prism on the field for Broodwich. Look how long Holy Grounds last for. Oh, now some Grey Knight Terminators teleporting in there with their halberds. That's bad news for the CSM. Big old special attack there too. Time field on your screen, as you can see, 153 to 110. It's close. Nice grenade on those CSM from those scouts. That Crusader got very, very low. Paladin's on the Carnifex now, though. Needs to be careful. There's a Dirge Caster hit again. They got the VP during that, by the way, red team. Paladins on that Carnifex. I don't see the Mind Blades though. They didn't. I don't think they reinforced it. No, they didn't reinforce. I guess they spent resources on those Grey Knight Terminators, eh? Oh hey, Brother Captain now has the Nemesis Warding Staff to buff things with some damage resistance. 129 to 110. Phobos needs repairs. I mean, you can just worship it, of course. Crusader badly needs repairs. Now we have a Power Fist Force Commander too. Just killed something. Was that the Plague Champion? Oh, it's the Farseer was there. We have a Chaos Predator for IskNorthen, another one on the way. Big armies, Swarmlord coming up too. Berserk's got a las cannon, I guess. Yep, las cannon it is. Well, they pushed them all the way back. Getting their natural back as well. VPs are pretty much even. Just 8 in it. 2 to 1 for red. 10 in it now. They're not stacking on the west side. They're kind of leaving Claw here alone. This is the place to push. Look how far back the red team are on this side. And they are pushing. Carnifex, Swarmlord, Venom Brood. The Swarmlord provides a speed and reinforcement to all of this stuff. It's pretty cool. Dangerous in melee as well. Lictor Alpha needs to choose a good target here. Does have Pheromone. There is an Imperial Abyss from Claw though. And that retreated basically everything. Look how much damage the Carnifex is taking. Very good nuke. Stop the push completely. Time field into a Eldritch Storm, and that just one-shot the Phobos immediately. That's got to be a bug. This happens for so long though. If there's stuff inside your Land Raider, an Eldritch can sometimes just like one-shot pop it like that. I don't know if they had anything around to follow it if that didn't happen, you know. I guess the Carnifex could have gone after it. Sorry, the Swarmlord could have gone after it. Using Leech Essence right now to get some health back. Paladins want to fight him. But they're taking tank shots. We've got... Oh, we're going to get double mark with Zinch tanks. Okay. Swarmlord does not care about all this stuff here. He's going for it. Yeah, Claw had a really rough time with that nuke. Really rough time. They still have the 2-to-1 cap though. Now it's 1-to-1. Can Claw recover? It's going to be tough. They don't have the requisition to get something quickly. And blue team are stacking on the west side now. Crusader's still being desperately repaired. By the Captain level 4 now has Mantle of Terror for battle rights. Swarmlord soaking up outrageous amounts of damage here. Level 2 Chosen Plague Marines getting stuck in. The Champion pops the Pestilence Strike to try and grab the west side. Maybe used it a little bit early. He could have stunned the Lictor Alpha for a few seconds. Swarmlord comes in. He got the decap though. 38 to 104. Single cap for red team, but they are running on fumes here. Fire Prism got stunned by something. Levitation field keeps on going even if the Farseer is down during it. Double cap for red. There's the 2-to-1. They do have stuff on their natural too. Back on their own natural, I should say, the blue team. There's that Holy Grounds again. I can't believe the Swarmlord is still alive. He's just been in the thick of it for the whole time. Some well-timed Leech Essences, I guess. There's that onslaught thing from the Paladins. They are taking a lot of damage. Terminators are almost down. Terminators are indeed down. Those are Berserks, of course. Now Berserk only has Scouts. There's the 2-to-1 for blue. They have the army to hold on to this. And IskNorthen can send some stuff up towards the other VP, maybe. Claw says it's done. They were unable to recover. They do have a lot of resources now, but just doesn't have the time. Banshees on the Chosen Plague Marines, starting to explode and create some zombie Banshees. Autark jumps in for the heal. Banshees did really well this game. Well played, Broodwich, to handle them in a 3v3 like this. Very, very well. Plague Champion trying to get it done. Another levitation field, 17 to 80. There's the decap for the single. There's an orbital from Berserk. Or Kesuga, I think it was Berserk though. I'm not sure why the nuke wasn't put on the VP there. Oh, missed a Tyranids formation. Claw asking for the concede. And there it is. The red team have conceded. They had the VP lead, but look at the armies. Blue team are about to get a triple cap as well. Swarmlord still going though. That Swarmlord was awesome. He had a level 3 Lictor Alpha. Adrenal Gland, Toxomiasma and the Pheromone. Level 5 Farseer. Very effective from that midpoint. IskNorthen's Plague Champion, level 3 and down. Still had his bolt gun. Claw's Plague Champion with kitted out Fist, Pestilence, Icon. Got wrecked by that nuke and that was pretty much GG from there. Force Commander level 4. Did some good work with the hammer. Then switch to the Fist. Maybe to try and go after those tanks. And kesuga7's brother captain got level 4. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. It was a close one. It was a fun one. And I'll see you next time.